Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Marcy. Thank you for clicking on that thumbnail. Always showing up, showing your girl some love. Today we have something very special. You already know this is Black History Month. Today I'm just gonna highlight one Black perfumer, but I always talk about Mystery Modern Mark. He's another Black perfumer. Amazing fragrances. I have all four of them and I absolutely love every single one. Today we're going to be talking about Mr.Chris Classic. Follow him on Instagram. He has a fragrance company called Savoir Faire and absolutely love the name. Like, I was very shocked with some of the fragrances. I thought, well, we'll get into that anyway. So please continue to watch if you want to learn about an amazing Black perfumer. He was also a producer. He did some music. Like, has a clothing line now. He sells these really nice 80s looking jean, or 90s actually, looking jean jackets. I think he's like a 70s baby. So, he was born in that era of the real hip hop. So, he knows what it's all about. So if you want to hear about Mr. Chris Classics fragrances, I have 5 of them. Please continue to watch, like, comment, turn on those notification bells. I know you're subscribed already. If not, please subscribe. Thank you for helping my channel grow. Like I said, I welcome all new subscribers, and I'm just enjoying this fragrance journey, y'all. So without further ado, we're gonna get into Mr. Savoir Faire Chris Classic. Now, I did order some sample kits. They come like this. I did a reel on Instagram during Black Fragrance Brand Week, and go check that out. Okay, it's Marshmallow or Marcelena. So these come in 3. It's a set of 3, and they are 10 mLs each, and I absolutely love his packaging. It's very unique. The bottle is like sturdy. Usually you get a 10 ml fragrance, and I think it's 10 mLs. Yeah. And the bottles are flimsy. They're not boxed, they're just, maybe wrapped, bubble wrapped, and they send them to you. These are actually packaged very nice. So there are 2 different ones. Now, Soul Café and I ordered 2 to experience all of the fragrances. Now, there's Soul Café in each one of these, so there's 5 fragrances in here, and I got 2 Soul Cafés, which is my favorite so far. So I absolutely am happy about having the 2 Soul Cafés. So, let's get into, go follow him on Instagram, y'all. So look at this. This is very nicely packaged, and we're gonna get into the first package. And like I said, the second one, it still has Soul Café in it, but it's a different branding. So maybe, I don't know which one is the new branding. I think it's the one with the crown, and this is the older set. So anyway, the very first one we're gonna get into, now I took some notes down because we're gonna be discussing 5 fragrances, and I really wanted to give you all a good review because I know a lot of people are wanting to know about this fragrance house. So the very first one we're gonna talk about is my favorite, and this is my number 1 out of the 5, and we're gonna go in order, okay, from my most liked to my last, okay? I'm not gonna say my least like, but yeah, from my most like to the last one, and there's 5. So this is number 1. Now, I've worn this fragrance already 3 times, so I have a pretty good idea as to if it's full bottle worthy or not, and let me tell you, it is definitely full bottle worthy. Look at the packaging, y'all. It's really nice, very sturdy bottle, very nice top. Like, it's really nice, And like I said, I think this is 10 or 15 mLs, one of the 2. But the one set of 3 runs about $69, and I know sometimes he has a sale. So this is the most popular one, which is Soul Café. Now, in Soul Café, you have tobacco, bergamot, blood orange, you have black pepper, patchouli, musk, amber wood, some oud, lavender, Arabic coffee, and firewood. I don't get any oud in this fragrance, okay? I've worn this 3 times, and then I tested it on my hand today, so I've already sprayed it. On the left hand, I have Soul Café. Now, Soul Café, in the opening, You do, when I initially spray it, I do get a really light tobacco. I get a nice smooth like coffee scent, like a dark coffee scent, but very light. I also get the bergamot, I get the blood orange, and then it smells like I get a really pretty sandalwood, but it must be the firewood or the amberwood, you know? It's woody. There's lavender in here. In the dry down, it becomes lactonic sort of. So it's a really pretty scent, and it sits a little closer to the skin after about an hour. The projection is moderate. The sillage is moderate. So the performance overall for Soul Café, and you know, I just sprayed it on my hand and my arms each time that I worn it. I sprayed it the first time I wore it. I sprayed it on my neck. I had a couple coworkers smell it. They also love Soul Café, and then I had them smell another one, but they love Soul Café more. So, but it's a really pretty scent. It's a really soft scent, and like I said, it gets closer to the skin as the time goes by. Now, as far as the performance, the longevity, I got about maybe 4 to 5 hours out of Soul Café, and that was with moderate spraying. But this is my favorite one because you still get like a creamy lavender bergamot. You get a little tobacco. If you don't like tobacco, then you're going to love this because it's not a tobacco heavy fragrance. You know, you get that Arabic coffee in here in the opening. As it starts to dry down, the coffee kind of fades. So I only get that in the opening. But the blend, it's a beautiful blend of scents. It's a slightly woody, but not too woody. It's more lactonic, creamy, citrusy, and slightly woody. But it smells like there's a really good vanilla in here as well, but I'm thinking it's the amberwood. It lists black pepper, but it's not too spicy. But this is definitely a unisex scent. To me, it's a little sweet. It's unisex. I'm not going to say it's feminine leaning, but it's definitely unisex. You know, anybody could wear this. This fragrance right here, Soul Café, I would wear this all year long, you know. That's how versatile this fragrance is. Yeah, winter, spring, summer, fall, because it feels like it's very transitional. You know, you can get away with wearing this fragrance all year long. But anyway, this is Soul Café, and this is my #1. I really, really like this. You know, and most likely I'll be getting a full bottle of Soul Café, and that's, you know, that's for sure. But I'm going to wear my 2 samples first, and then I'll get me a full bottle. Or if there's a sale, I'll just buy a full bottle and then just keep it, you know, on the side, like a side piece, which you should not be doing, okay? But yeah, I love this fragrance. It's a creamy or lactonic, more like a creamy bergamot. The bergamot's really pretty in here. And it's slightly gourmand leaning, but absolutely love this. All right, on to the next one. And I think I gave you all the notes so far. All the notes that I have written, you know? But yeah, like I said, the tobacco pretty much dries down. It's super, super soft, and it's really not a heavy tobacco. But like I said, if you don't like tobacco, get your nose on it because it's real good. So my #2, which a lot of people might be surprised, is Whiskey Rose. Absolutely love the name Whiskey Rose. Go on to his website. He'll go into detail on the notes. He'll go into detail about, I think, how he named his fragrances. But Whiskey Rose is here. And look at that, y'all. It's a really good sheen, you know, really good oil concentration. This is Soul Café, and this is Whiskey Rose here. So, love, love, love Whiskey Rose. It is my #2. What I get from this fragrance is a boozy whiskey. It smells like a really soft whiskey and a really beautiful rose with some vanilla. Yeah, it's definitely unisex, but to me, like Soul Café and Whiskey Rose, because of the rose and the vanilla and, you know, the gourmand scents in here, men can wear it, but I'm wearing this, and you all know that I don't really care too much for masculine fragrances. It has to have some kind of sweetness to it. So if I'm wearing it and I'm such a, you know, fruity, feminine, you know, sweet, loving fragrance girl, you know this has to be, you know, I'm not gonna say leaning feminine, but it's close, okay? So yeah, love Soul Café. And I absolutely love Whiskey Rose. So in Whiskey Rose, so this is Whiskey Rose. Same type of bottle, you know, 10, I should have looked this up, y'all, before, but it's 10 or it looks like about 15 mLs. Yeah, and I paid $69 for the 3. So in Whiskey Rose, like the shipping was timely. I got it in about, I think, less than 2 weeks, so week and a half, 2 weeks, something like that. It came nicely packaged, box secure, like all of that. And also he has this, he said, my very first customer, there's something inside the box. Very nice packaging. My very first customer asked an important question. Is this for everyday use or only for special occasions? I realized in that moment the power of fragrance and replied, every day is a special occasion, and every day is definitely a special occasion, y'all. So live your life, okay? So the Whiskey Rose, that's what it's called. This reminds me of like, you know, a restaurant that I went to. I think it was called the Whiskey Rose. But anyway, in the Whiskey Rose, you have Rose Absolute. You have some names that I'm really not familiar with. Grandiform. Anyway, it's jasmine, okay? You have jasmine, you have leather, you have some organic vanilla, you have some nagamotha, tonka bean sandalwood, something called muhun, I think it is, and choya loban, whatever that is. I didn't research it. You have bergamot, and then you have some labdanum. So this is a really pretty fragrance, but like I said, it's a beautiful amber. It smells like there's an amber in here as well, you know, but I get a beautiful rose vanilla, you know. Yeah, a beautiful rose vanilla, and it's boozy. It's really a pretty light boozy scent, but it smells like whiskey. You know how whiskey has a little bit of that, like a tartness or a smell to it. And I don't like alcohol, and I don't, you know, like a wine type of scent, you know. Yeah, a little bit of that whiskey and vanilla and rose, and it feels like there's some pretty amber and some type of woody scent to this as well. But yeah, the bergamot, and maybe this is the tonka bean that's adding to the vanilla, that's making this smell slightly, you know, a slight gourmandish scent with the rose and the vanilla and the bergamot, like, and the tonka bean. You know, this is a really beautiful fragrance. This is definitely full bottle worthy. Not sure if I'll be purchasing a full bottle of this, but if I do, this will be my number 2 full bottle fragrance. I'll wear this, and if so, you know, I'll probably purchase a full bottle of Whiskey Rose. Now, all of the other ones, most likely I will not be purchasing a full bottle of, because those are my top 2, and those are my favorites. This is definitely unisex. The performance on this, the longevity, all of these fragrances, except for the one that I'm going to talk about next, is about 4 to 5 hours for me. You know, but Whiskey Rose is beautiful. Absolutely love Whiskey Rose. So the next one we're going to talk about that's pretty popular. I would most likely wear this one to work. Soul Café. You know, it could be, all of these fragrances, like he said, could be every day. Every day is a special occasion. Every day is a special occasion to dress up, to look good, to look fly, to look gorgeous. Like even if you're walking to the mailbox, okay? Look good, y'all, okay? Because you never know. So, and you want to be at your best at all times. I know some days we don't feel like it, but get up, get dressed, you know, comb your hair, you know, go get some sun, some fresh air, get out the house, and, you know, just love life. Take deep breathe, you know, deep breathe through it all, y'all, okay? So, I would say Whiskey Rose, I would wear more with like jeans and a t-shirt, you know, maybe if I'm going out for the night, you know, leather jacket, jeans. Soul Cafe is really pretty. I would wear that even with a really pretty dress, like, or a day out with the girls, or I would wear Soul Cafe on a date, you know. So, but Whiskey Rose, I'm wearing that one alone because, you know, that rose and that whiskey smells so good. And the vanilla. Anyway, I would wear it on a date too. Anyway, let's get, like he said, every day is a special day. Wear it. So the next one is Sin, Santo, and Sage. Now, for me, I would definitely wear this to bed after a crazy night at work, I would wear this, maybe just out of the shower, on those days that I'm feeling a little stressed, I need some relief, I need to deep breathe, I need some mental relaxation. I would definitely wear Sin Santo and Sage. Now, there's Palo Santo in here, and Palo Santo, I guess, gives the scent of frankincense, myrrh, incensey type smell. I get more of an herbal smell with this fragrance, aromatic, herbal. Let's see, what else did I write? It's similar to, this is like aromatherapy for me. I get a very, a moderate not eucalyptus, because it's not eucalyptus. I get a minty scent in here, because mint and eucalyptus smell completely different from one another, but I absolutely love them both. So in here, I sprayed this on my hand about an hour ago, and I'm still getting that minty smell, that minty herbally smell. It's very mentally stimulating. It's very aromatic, Like I said, this is more of like a bedtime relaxation scent for me. Now, you could wear it out if you want. This could be like a running around, driving in Los Angeles. You might need this driving in a car, because they say we spend about 2 to 3 hours in a car, in Los Angeles, and it's very stressful. So you might need Sin Santo and Sage just to make you relax. So in Sin Santo Sage, you have Palo Santo, you have some clary sage, you have some oud, which I do not get any oud. You have ambroxan, bergamot, Japanese cedar. You have tobacco in here. I don't get tobacco. You have grapefruit, musk, cardamom, cashmere, and heliotrope. So what I do get in here, it is like, the heliotrope adds a little bit of powderiness to it. It's a very soft, I would say, kind of like, very relaxing, warm, something warm, like a blanket, something relaxing. That is exactly what I'm getting from this fragrance. Slightly woody, it's herbally, aromatic, and woody, but creamy at the same time, Yeah, it's a really pretty fragrance, especially in the dry down. Now, about an hour after, it becomes really, really pretty. It smells like some vanillas in here. Now, for that first hour, especially in the opening when you initially spray it, it's really aromatic. That mint and those herbal notes, or the clary sage, you get a blast of that. And like I said, it's really good, but I absolutely love the dry down better. Yeah, and I think I voted this one. I'm going out of order, y'all. Sorry. So this is number 4, Sin Santo Sage. And yeah, I don't get any tobacco. I don't get any oud. It is a little musky. There's some citrusiness, a little bit, slightly. You really have to smell it. The cardamom is not too heavy. It's a really just pretty, unisex scent. But when you initially spray it, it almost smells a little masculine. But in the dry down, it definitely becomes a little sweeter and unisex. Yeah, definitely unisex. All right, so that's Sin Santo and Sage. I love this one. This is my number 4. So close this box. Let's move on to the next box. I think this is a newer box because this is a newer packaging. And I think these are the ones that you'll get if you'll... I don't know why I got that one, but yeah, this is the newer packaging. Like I said, there's another Soul Café, just different packaging with the crown on it. So we won't go through that. We did that already. Still beautiful. And then we have Beau Noir, and then we have Signature. So let's go to Beau Noir. Now, Beau Noir was my number 3 fragrance. Initially, I didn't think I would like Beau Noir because Beau, I thought it was more like a masculine, maybe a male fragrance. So this is Beau Noir, Now, I sprayed Beau Noir on this arm, and Beau Noir smells good, Definitely unisex. Yeah. Absolutely love this fragrance. So this is my number 3. So in Beau Noir, you have amber, you have patchouli, you have some coniflower, you have oud, which I do not get. You have Ceylon cinnamon, which makes it a little spicy. You have you have Ceylon cinnamon bark. Then you have some cedarwood, eucalyptus, you have some bakur, and you have some musk of Morocco. So this fragrance, I do get a woody bark type scent, but it's a little warm, spicy. I'm getting some creaminess and I'm getting some muskiness. I'm getting some sweetness. I don't know where the sweetness is probably coming from the amber and the patchouli. You know, it's not a dirty patchouli. It's a really creamy, clean patchouli. But yeah, it does smell a little barkish, okay? Not dog barkish, but like a woody bark, a wet tree bark sort of. But absolutely love Beau Noir. Like I said, this is my number 3. I would purchase a full bottle of Beau Noir, maybe at a later date if I ran out of this one, because to me, you know, like I said, it's a little sweet. So on top of all the other notes, the oudi notes, the bakur, you know, the cedarwood, all of that. But yeah, I love this stuff. Beau Noir is really good. So yeah, this is the woodiest one out of all of them. I get more wood in this one. So last but not least is Signature. So we're gonna go through Signature. Now Signature is the one with the very unique notes inside. This one has tomato leaf inside. This also has leather, labdanum orris, oud, firewood, sandalwood, musk, and amber essence. And this is Signature. I don't know if this was his first one because it's called Signature, or I don't know. But anyway, so Signature I sprayed here. So Signature, this is number 5. This is the last one. This is the one it's nice, but I wouldn't buy a full bottle of this one. It's not for me. Signature, like I said, it says tomato leaf in there. When I spray Signature, even now, the tomato leaf, it's very herbally, you know, it's very aromatic. In the sense that I'm getting a lot of like cabinet herbs, you know, maybe like some sun-dried tomato. That's what it smells like, a little leafy green sun-dried tomato, slightly woody. About 5 minutes in, because it does have leather inside, I get a little bit of a soft leather, but then that also disappears after about an hour. So I get pretty much just an herbally woody scent. But it smells like if you have your own garden full of like maybe sage, maybe oregano, you know, tomatoes, like a residual or residue of a tomato. Like I said, sun-dried tomatoes. That's what I'm getting from this fragrance, like a leafy, green, woody, sun-dried tomatoes with leather for a very brief moment. But it's not a heavy leather. It's a very soft leather. But for me, this is a little too herbally for me. So I definitely would not be buying a bottle of Signature. Let's see what else. It's musky, like a musky, herbally, like almost like some Italian seasoning, sort of. So I'm sorry I relate everything to food, y'all. Y'all know I'm such a foodie, so. But yeah, the orris, I don't get any oud, the orris in there. I don't get any of the orris because I'm not a huge fan of orris if it's not blended very well on top of a lot of other, you know, really pretty notes or sweet notes. But I don't like, I'm not a huge fan of orris, okay? And that's just that. But like I said, if I was a chef and I worked in the kitchen, I might wear Signature every day just to make the kitchen smell good. But other than that, yeah, Signature is definitely not for me. Yeah, I would not buy a full bottle of this. But if you love aromatic scents, if you love warm, spicy scents, green scents, kitchen cabinet seasoning scents, like it has tomato leaf in there, leather, labdanum orris, firewood, sandalwood, musk, and amber essence. Yeah, that is what I get from this fragrance. If you've tried Signature, let me know what you get. But yeah, I'm getting, yeah, that's what I'm getting is what I just told you. So, yeah, get your nose on these fragrances, y'all. So that is my review, on Savoir Faire, and I hope you all have enjoyed it. The first 4 that I love, the 4 that I do love, my top 4, are absolutely full bottle worthy, especially Soul Café, Whiskey Rose, and Beau Noir. So number one, let's do this again. Number one, I absolutely love Soul Café. Absolutely love Whiskey Rose. I love Beau Noir. Sin, Santo, and Sage I like, and Signature is not for me, okay? So anyway, thank you for watching my review. Go on to the world, spread amazing sillage, do good, be good. Go to Chris Classics website, you know, get your nose on some samples. Follow him on Instagram. He's super, super cool. Like I said, I think he's a 70s baby. He grew up in my era, you know, and amazing. He has so much knowledge on hip hop, music, all of that, y'all. Have a wonderful day. Go on to the world, spread amazing sillage, do good, be good, all of that. And I love you all. Bye-bye.